Yay, thank you all for being with us tonight. We're really excited. Although this feels different, we're all coming to you from our homes or our work spaces, but we're here and we're super excited to be here, and we're so glad that you're here as well. First, we're going to hear from our board president, Kent Hayes.
Hey, I just wanted to give the welcome to everybody. As I introduced myself earlier, my name is Kent Hayes. I'm the president of the board of directors. I was previously a volunteer for Teen Court in the late 90s and early 2000s, and have now sat and served on the board of directors since 2014. What I'd like to say is that these are exciting times for Teen Court of Sarasota. In my tenure here, we've continued to advance our services and our amazing team. We've expanded Teen Court down into South County of Sarasota. We've enhanced our programming to support mental health services. And we've now also continued to dedicate additional programming in Sarasota County schools. It's wonderful to have this group here today. It's so important that we have a good group of youth volunteers and student volunteers to come in and support the program. You've got a wonderful panel of experts here to speak to you about their experiences, some who are volunteers, some who are past clients, others who are board members, and hopefully tonight is educational and inspiring for you. So I hope you guys have a great evening, and good luck.
Thank you so much, Kent. Thanks for joining us. And a fantastic example of what you really will be accomplishing when you volunteer at Teen Court, Katie McBrayer.
Hi, I'm Katie. I started volunteering with Teen Court after I got into trouble. So I came through originally as a client, and this is, let's see, almost 20 years ago now. I actually went through 2 times. The first time I didn't quite stop going to school, and I was living on the streets, sleeping in abandoned houses, and I had even stolen my mom's gun. I was in a very bad place, and I met an older guy and kind of lost my path. Teen Court came in and really helped turn my life around. The second time I came through on a grand theft charge and possession charge. And I was so lucky that Teen Court was available for me. They had just started a substance abuse program that we still have now called Camp X-Rayed, which stands for Examining Realities About Your Decisions. And you know, when we go through the program, we stop by Sarasota Memorial Hospital and talk to doctors about what happens when there is a drug overdose. The kids also get to sometimes go to the morgue and see the realities of the decisions that they make, because, you know, some people do pass away, and they talk a little bit about that at the morgue. And then now we have somebody speak at the end, and now we're currently using the Viper program at Salvation Army, where people tell their stories who have lost their path and are now kind of trying to pick up the pieces of their lives. And it's very moving, and it was life-changing for me. When I went through Sarasota Memorial, the doctor recognized me and said that he had pumped my stomach last year, and it was something that I had blocked from my memory and didn't remember. So the program really brought some things to light and helped me realize the steps that I wanted to take to get my life back on the right path. It helped my family become closer, and it helped me learn about volunteering, which really sparked passion inside of me. It felt good. It was something that I had never tried before, and I continue to do it today. So that's how I'm sitting here as Vice President of Teen Court now, thanks to people like you guys who come through and help other teens in your community, you know, examine the realities about their decisions, and give meaningful consequences, and you're really making a difference. So thank you so much for being here. If you can help anybody, you know, in any way in our community, like the people of Teen Court who helped me as a youth, it will change your life forever. It'll spur you to want to volunteer for the rest of your life. So thank you again. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Katie. And we had Katie share her story really early on, because we want to hook you. we want you to know that when you volunteer with Teen Court, you're making a difference. So what is Teen Court? Well, we've been around for a really long time, 32 years this year. And we've been giving a young person in this community that makes a poor choice a second chance. We are not part of the court system. We are a nonprofit. We have fundraisers, and we go out into the community and write grants and ask for donations to keep our doors open. And that's important because we're able to implement services like the one Katie shared about, Camp X-Ray, because of grants and donations, and because we operate as a non-for-profit. As we see a need, we implement a service, we just have to find the money for it. What we share with you all tonight is that your voice matters, is that when you come through Teen Court, you are a part of our family, and you are truly making a difference in our community, in your community. Teens helping teens, justice for youth by youth. You can see behind me, and I did this on purpose, this was orientation last year. Everyone's taking the oath of confidentiality that we'll talk about in a few minutes. There's Katie actually right there. Lachelle's back. I know Bryson's around there somewhere. You'll meet Bryson in a few minutes. But you're really seeing something special tonight, and we hope that you'll get involved after seeing this. It's important work that we do. Emma, I'm going to ask you to run the behind the scenes video, and you'll get to see what Teen Court's all about as if we were doing it in the courtroom. This is Teen Court. While she's pulling it up, I'm going to share that this was taken in Sarasota at our Criminal Justice Center. We hope to be back in person after the first of the year. We're really watching how schools do things and how the court system does things. Thank you so much, Emma.
Hey, I'm David. Is it your first time here? Teen Court's a great program dedicated to giving kids who get in trouble a second chance without criminal charges or convictions. It also provides legal-related education opportunities to both the student volunteers and the young people who come here. This is the room where teen attorneys assign cases and interview defendants. A teen attorney's job is to represent either the state or the defense. Both sides are aiming for a sentence that benefits the defendant the most, not the highest or the lowest one. Before coming to Teen Court, a defendant has to plead guilty. So Teen Court doesn't determine guilt, it's a sentencing trial. Right this way. The bailiff is responsible for maintaining order and respect at the courtroom at all times. They also escort the defendant and the defendant's family into and out of the courtroom, escort the jury from the courtroom into deliberation. The jury is made up of young volunteers and defendants. This is different from juvenile court because in juvenile court, a judge usually decides the fate of a juvenile's case. In teen court, a defendant is given a sentence of community out and jury duties. The clerk reads out the case docket number and also delivers the verdict after the jury is deliberated. The teen court judge is a volunteer who's usually an actual judge and sometimes a lawyer from in town.
What do you think another student would have done in your situation?
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation. Sustained. Thank you, Your Honor.
That's Dorian. She used to be a defender herself, but she's a volunteer now because she loves teen court so much. A lot of kids come through teen court and end up becoming volunteers. It's pretty cool. So what do you think? Will you become a volunteer?
What you all saw in that video are the different roles that are held in a courtroom. You saw that there's a prosecuting and defending attorney. They're teenagers at teen court. There is a clerk and a bailiff in the courtroom. They're teenagers. And most important, the jury is made up of teenagers at teen court. There is an adult judge that oversees the process. They rule on objections, but really it is the young people's voice that volunteer with us that ultimately has the final say about the consequences. I'm going to have Bear share about the prosecution role.
The prosecuting teen attorney at Teen Court represents the state of Florida in most to all of our cases. The goal of the prosecuting attorney in representing the state of Florida is to find justice regarding the laws and statutes of Florida, and it's not just defined or give the defendant the highest possible sentence they could receive. As the prosecuting attorney, you need to be aware of the aggravating or mitigating circumstances around the incident in the case, which generally means situations or facts that would be important towards sentencing in the jury. And the prosecutor bases their arguments on the docket that we receive or the police report given out by the police or other official within school or whatever body issued the report to teen court, as well as the cross-examination that they give during the case trial.
Bear, that's so fabulous. Thank you so much. Leah, I'm going to have you share about the defense attorney role.
Sure. So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. As you've already heard, my name is Leah Elan, and I'll be representing the defense attorney in this presentation. The job of the defense attorney is to advocate for the client. We represent the client in a fair and respectful manner. The idea is to show the client in the best possible light. Now, although we are here to paint the defense in a good light, the defendant in a good light, it is important that we do not misrepresent the case with false information or assumptions. Generally, we base our argument around the defendant's statement. When we used to do teen court in person, we would talk to the defendant and just let them know what's going on and get information about the case from their point of view and use that to base our case. However, unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we can't do that. So we get a defendant's statement, whether from the defendant or maybe from one of their parents or guardians, about the defendant, what they do, what are their passions, what do they feel they can do to make themselves a better person and move on from the experience. Now, when all is said and done, we are trying to make a connection with the defendant in hope that they enjoy their experience and will come back to volunteer and help other teens in the future.
I'm trying. Thank you so much, Leah. Fantastic. Evelyn, I'm going to have you share about the clerk and the bailiff role.
So pretty much the clerk and bailiff the clerk is mainly responsible for recording the business of the court proceedings, and they have to be familiar with the dockets and all the verdict forms prior to the cases actually going through. And the teen clerk also hands the judges the forms after the teens deliberate at the jury rooms. And then the bailiff pretty much escorts the teen juries away and outside to the deliberation and brings them back in and calls in the court to order.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Evelyn. Megan, I'm going to have you share about the dress code.
So hello everyone. I'm just going to be going over our dress code. So our Zoom dress code is a bit different from our courtroom dress code. So I'm going to be going over the Zoom dress code first. So you must be dressed respectfully. We must be able to see your face, and you must be in an environment that allows you to give the proceedings the attention they deserve. So for example, you can't go on your way to dinner in the car or on your way to an extracurricular activity because there are lots of distractions, and eventually you'll need to get out of that car and go. But if you have just gotten out of school and you sit in a parked car for the entire proceeding, you will get credit. It should reflect a noticeable notch above what is required of other participants. So the men need to have a dress shirt with a tie and dress pants. The ladies, they need either a nice blouse or a nice button-down shirt with a dress or dress pants, skirts of appropriate lengths and styles, and they can have open-toed shoes with a back or closed-toed shoes. We can't have things like sweatpants or jeans or t-shirts. We need to be in nice professional attire, just like we would be in like an interview for a very important job. Anyhow, thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Megan. So these cases that you will see or serve on are real. This is not a mock trial. A young person has committed a crime in our community and have been referred to teen court. And sometimes it's a parent referral and sometimes it is a school referral. Isvin, will you please tell us more about where we get our cases from and what kind of cases we have?
Absolutely. So we get cases from, different organizations like our local law enforcement agencies, our area schools send us referrals, parental referrals, and even referrals from the Department of Juvenile Justice. Some of the most common cases that we see are defiant behavior, battery, possession of marijuana, possession of alcohol. Those are just to list a few. But not every case that we have at teen court has to be a defiant behavior or a charge. We also get referrals for counseling, for instance.
Absolutely. And what kind of cases do we have?
Right now, we have all those that I listed. We have a lot of truancy issues. We have a lot of possession of alcohol, a lot of marijuana. So.
Sorry, Isvin. Did you list them already? Battery, theft? I apologize.
Yeah, it's fine.
I had drifted. I'm so sorry. Well, you know why? Because I was talking about Bryson and how he got to teen court, and that I love that he's back visiting. Bryson, I'll have you share.
Okay. I'm actually, well, hello, I'm Bryson. I am actually a former volunteer and a former client of teen court. I came to teen court for one of the reasons that it's been listed battery. Actually, I got into a fight and was referred by the juvenile justice system to teen court and went through as a client. And throughout my experience, it was just really wonderful. I got to meet wonderful Miss Heather, Michelle, and, the rest of the team. They helped me, acknowledge that I had made a poor choice and, work on different skills to make better choices in the future. And I loved the experience so much that I came back and I volunteered all the way up until my senior year of high school, and I'm now graduated and in college. And yeah, so.
Yeah, and Bryson was one of our scholarship recipients, and he's here at New College, and we couldn't be more proud because we've really enjoyed. In fact, he was one of Lachelle's clients, and Lachelle's kept in touch with Bryson, and we love watching him grow and what all he's going to accomplish. He's going to change the world, and we're just going to be watching Bryson. So thank you for letting us be a part of it. Put on my glasses. Devin, consequences and services provided.
Absolutely. So each client is given a designated teen court night. On that teen court night, that's where they receive their verdict. Their verdict can range between 8 hours of community service or 50 hours of community service. They can also serve a minimum of 1 jury duty or a maximum of 6 jury duties. On certain cases, there are what they call special instructions, get to the root of the issue. So that might also be a consequence that they have to serve. In addition to, if they come for a drug-related case, they might have to go to our drug class. Those people coming for petty theft, criminal mischief, sexting have to go to our motion regulation or boundaries class to fulfill their consequences from teen court.
Thank you, Devin. So in the teen court courtroom, you get to choose your role. You get to decide if you want to be a prosecuting or defending attorney. You get to decide if you want to do clerk or bailiff. You get to decide if you want to do the jury duty role. And if you want to know how to participate, here's Lachelle to share more.
Hi guys, so there are multiple ways that you can participate. First and foremost, we are on your campuses, me, Devin, and Isvin, depending on what high school you're in. So if you're at Sarasota High or Riverview High School, Mr. Chavez will be your point of contact. If you are at Northport High School or Triad, Mr. Epps would be your point of contact. And if you are at Booker High School or Venice High School, I will be your point of contact. But if you are not at any of those schools, the best way to get involved with us is to go online to our website at www.sarasotateencourt.org. There is a volunteer packet out on there that you can fill out. Once you fill out, it'll send us all of your information. We are actually allowing you to fill it out online now. So you don't even have to print it out, fill it out, and send it back to us. It'll all come to us. And any other way that you can get in contact with us is our Remind app. We will send out a new contact number for that app once we replenish this year. But that is where you will go to get any information you will want from us. We send out text messages on a regular basis. Also, if you guys are a part of teen court, if you are a teen attorney in that capacity, you will earn 4 hours of community service. If you are anything other than a teen attorney, a juror or clerk and bailiff, or if you're just volunteering your time with us sometimes, we give 3 hours of community service. Right now we are doing weekly jury duties. That's what it looks like virtual for us, and we hope to be back into the courtrooms by the beginning of next year, as Ms. Todd mentioned. Other than that, guys, we have people that have started volunteering with us this year, and they've been with us weekly on Wednesdays at 5:00 p.m. And they will be first come, first serve. So if they're available, they will participate first. But we would love to have new volunteers. That's why we're doing this orientation right now. So we hope that all of you can join us and get more involved. And again, there are plenty of roles that you can be involved in, but there are also outreach things that we do as an organization that we also allow you guys to be a part of. So we really hope that you guys decide to join us moving forward. If you do, it's every Wednesday at 5:00 p.m. until 6:30 p.m. Once we get back in person, that may change to every other Wednesday at 5:00 p.m. till 7:30 to 8:00 p.m. So again, guys, we really hope that you can join us. If you have any questions, you can reach out to your point of contacts on campus, or your teachers, your counselors, and your principals knows how to get in contact with us. And if not, you guys can reach us online at our website at sarasota.teencourt.org. So I hope that you guys join us.
Thanks, Lachelle. So your participation at Teen Court is serious, and I think we have a lot of fun, but it's a respectful process. And you come to work. When you come to Teen Court and we're changing young people's lives, your peers' lives, justice for youth by youth, you've come to work. So it's a respectful process. That jury is taken very serious. We have jury monitors that want to make sure that everyone's voice is heard. And we take an oath of confidentiality. Noah, will you tell us more about the oath of confidentiality, please?
Of course. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Noah Kunkel, and I'll be discussing the importance of the courtroom oath of confidentiality. Prior to the presentation of a case, a teen attorney will guide the members of the courtroom in reciting the oath. Outside of the courtroom, the names, identifying information, specific circumstances, and locations of crimes committed should be kept fully confidential. The business appearing in court is personal to the defendant it concerns, and their privacy should always be respected. The general themes and lessons learned are the only aspects of the teen court session which may be shared with others. Failure to respect the oath of confidentiality can result in dismissal from participation in the program. The oath, required to be spoken by everyone in attendance, is as follows. Would the members of the courtroom please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I solemnly swear or affirm.
I solemnly swear or affirm.
That I will not divulge.
That I will not divulge.
Either by words or by signs.
Either by words or by signs.
Any information which comes to my knowledge.
Any information which comes to my knowledge.
In the course of a teen court session.
In the course of the teen court session. Emma, I'm going to have you get ready to share Andrea's message, please. Andrea was a student board member this year, and she's going to share from FSU what it means to be a teen court volunteer.
Hi everybody, my name is Andrea Alvarez, and I was a teen court volunteer for 3 years. My senior year of high school, I was one of the first student board members, and I was also a scholarship recipient for the class of 2020. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about what teen court does for its volunteers. One of the main things that I got out of teen court was confidence in public speaking. Now, it might seem like a small feat, but it was something that has really shaped me into the person that I am. I'm much more confident to just get up and talk about the program or just talk about different things in general because I had this experience for 3 years. And something else that I really got out of teen court was the fact that I was able to represent my community in the youth in my community in a way that nobody else can. Now, the adults can get involved in all these situations, but because they aren't living the same lives that we are, they don't understand everything to the fullest extent. Because we are seeing each other every day and we know what everybody's getting into, we can actually bring that and make a bigger impact, because we know exactly how to help these kids get back on their feet again and turn their lives around. For me, when I was volunteering for teen court, it seemed like an eternity to wake every other week just to go into the courtroom, but it was totally worth it. It always was the highlight of my week, just to connect with other youth and help my community. Now, as some of you may know, Teen Court offers a scholarship opportunity for its seniors. I was a recipient last year, and something that they really look for in the scholarship applicants are volunteers who lead by example. Now, that means take the time to mentor and work with the younger volunteers, or the people who have just started or the people who have been with the program for a while, but they want to branch out. Maybe they want to be an attorney, and you are an attorney. Well, take that opportunity to work with them and build them up, because when we leave, they're going to be the ones who are going to be left with the program. When I was doing teen court, I was constantly looking for opportunity to help anybody that I could, because I knew I wasn't going to be there forever. So I needed to make sure that the program could keep running, and we had plenty of volunteers who were willing and able to do all they could to help the community. So yeah, take the time to answer those tough questions or simple questions that anybody may have. Give the trainees the opportunity to, stand up and deliver those questions or those statements, because that's something that they're really looking for in the scholarship applicants. We want to see change makers. We want to see that you guys are as passionate about the program as we are. And that's exactly what makes Teen Court the most amazing place that it is that we all want to work together to benefit our community, to benefit these kids, and we don't want to see anybody struggle. We want to see change. So I really encourage you guys to take this opportunity to join our family, because we build each other up, and we're here for you, and we're here for the kids that come through our program. So I hope you guys join Teen Court. Bye.
Andrea always says it perfectly. We really hope that you'll join our family. This is about the young people. So parents, if you're watching, we encourage you to remind your child that it's a Wednesday night and that we have Zoom jury duty. When we open our doors, hopefully again, right after the first of the year, we would love for you to join us. But I want to remind you that it's called Teen Court for a reason. We work with the young people. Their voice is the most important voice in that courtroom. You'll sometimes hear me say, have your child call me, or have your child ask Isvin or Devin or Lachelle, simply because we really want to put the responsibility on them and have them own this. And Teen Court not only is a fantastic opportunity to, like you heard Andrea share, learn that public speaking opportunity, but there's a civic engagement piece that the young people learn. And my personal goal is there's an empathy and a compassion piece, that as we sit in the courtroom and we hear stories of a young person being bullied, or if there was peer pressure implied, and they made a choice because of some other stuff going on, that jury is listening, and then they make a decision keeping all of those factors in mind. Meaningful consequences are a word, and Devin spoke about the consequences and how creative consequences are our favorite, because it's not just about hammering and giving consequences. It's about being creative and what could this young person learn from. So we're excited to have you. We're excited to have your child involved with Teen Court. We're almost done. Emma, I'm going to have you share the scholarship night video, because boy, we do this once a year and it's our favorite night besides orientation. Orientation's super special, but our scholarship night is a favorite of ours. So
Tonight is about our students. Tonight is about our incredible young people who have become leaders in the courtroom, in their peer circles, and in our schools.
You
court is different things to different people.
My name is Jacob Todd, and teen court has taught me that one voice can make a difference.
Teen court has taught me that one night of suspected fun didn't have to end my career in the active duty military.
I'm Katie McBrayer, and teen court gave me a second chance. They gave me an opportunity to turn something negative in my life into something really positive by giving back, and they helped me pave a path to success and happiness.
Teen court believed me when I was 12, when no one else did. So thank you so much, Teen Court.
Teen court taught me that no one decision should ever define a person, especially a teenager.
Teen court has helped me become confident in public speaking while advocating for others and helped me overcome my stutter.
Every child deserves a second chance. Every child deserves the opportunity to thrive and succeed. Teen court allows them to reach their goals and in turn give back to their community. Every day we strive to open new doors of opportunity for our future generation of leaders. Your support is what allows us to continue this great legacy. Again, thank you all for joining us in celebrating our graduating volunteers and seeing firsthand the influence Teen Court has on our youth and our community. Thank you.
I know that you will just love the heck out of this opportunity. And we are very unusual in Sarasota, like I said earlier, to be a nonprofit and to continue operating as a nonprofit during these very difficult times. I want you to know that 2 women's groups in this community are what made Teen Court open their doors back in 1988. It was the League of Women Voters that reached out, and we're still alive and kicking, and we're still doing amazing things, and young people are still completing Teen Court every year, and Teen Court works. Last year we had 563 kids come up through our doors, clients. We had over 300 volunteers, and we have a 92 to 94% success rate, and it's because of all of you. So we hope you'll join us. Lachelle, next Wednesday, 5 o'clock, is that right?
Yes, every Wednesday, moving forward until the end of the year, 5 p.m. until about 6:30, 7 p.m.
Fantastic, and we'll share the Zoom because we'll have a couple different Zooms going. I know we're gonna iron that out next week. Will we share that on the website? Is that the best way to do it?
We will share via the website, via Remind app. And again, if we don't have an email, you guys can reach out to us on our website to get our emails, and we can share it that way as well.
Great idea. Great idea. As long as you fill out that form on the website and put your email address to us, it will get to Lachelle. So have I forgotten anything? Devin, Isvin, Lachelle, Emma, Bryson, Noah, Evelyn, Bear, Megan? Have I forgotten anything? Okay. We can't do it without our amazing teen volunteers. Bryson, I'm so happy to see your face. Thank you for joining us from New College. Noah, Evelyn, Bear, and Megan, thank you guys for making time for us. And of course, my amazing dream team staff, Lachelle, Isvin, and Devin, thank you very much for being here. Emma, we couldn't have done it without you, literally. So go say hi to Lachelle, Isvin, or Devin on campus, and we hope to see you soon.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.